CrossFit is just everything. It's hockey. You're in a team, and it's great, but it's also quite self-focused. Ironman, you're alone on a bike, and swimming also individual. But when it comes to CrossFit, like, everyone's doing the same thing, and everyone's not competing against each other, you're competing with each other. You know, that makes sense. If you're on a team, like a hockey team, it's like, who's a better player and who's getting picked in selection and stuff like that. There's so many elements, so many components to CrossFit that you're going to be good at some and not good at others. But you know what? You work on your weaknesses, you get better, and you start to see people like making gains, bro. And that's what it is. Feel totally blessed to be able to have this place. We feel that it's a place people can come and work out and be better. You know, we do believe in building better humans, mentally and physically. We love CrossFit. I love this place. It's about community, first and foremost. It's about our family. We felt we built a lovely community of people here. Everyone feels like they're part of something special, and we do believe the pit has something special. So it really is a privilege, and it's actually quite humbling to have a place like this, and to coach, and to be able to coach and to coach people to see their progressions and to see them get better every day. It's really humbling, and it's great. It's a great environment. We believe a small box is how CrossFit started. So, you know, we believe we're doing the right things and the right structures, and we know that it'll only go from glory to glory. Okay, so I don't know. I do enjoy I do enjoy burpees. I love a thruster. I think it's great. You know, obviously I'm still getting better at things, still building up my strength, and you know, since having children, so it is frustrating. Sometimes I can't do certain things, but I don't say I don't have a particular workout that I really enjoy. I just really like a workout that'll literally leave me on my back. But I do like box jumps and stuff like that. Wall balls, I quite enjoy a wall ball, and I don't need to work on a lot. But so I wouldn't say it's like a Fran or a Grace. But I think when I start to do more of those things, I think I will, and have, you know, benchmarks for myself. I think then I'll start to kind of have a niche or a workout that I really enjoy. So yeah, I mean, I don't really like talking about myself. What I've done, but yeah, it's I've always really enjoyed sport. You know, sport's been a big part of our lives. My dad played rugby for Natal, so it's like a county in South Africa. Since I was little, growing up, you know, we grew up at rugby stadiums, and rugby clubs were quite significant in my life. I grew up at a rugby club because he was like the president of our local rugby club, and so actually before he passed, he actually came here a couple of months before, and he came up to the rugby club with my mom to this particular one, and just said it's such a nice place, and I hadn't been here before, and he actually said he came here for a beer the once, and he said it's a really nice place, and Eddie should get involved here. So so it was almost like he set the tone for what was to come. But you know, so he's always been a rugby man, always been a rugby guy, and so growing up in that environment, I think you know, he was always heavily involved in sport. So from a young age, he always pushed me. I did a lot of running, athletics. My brother did a lot of running and athletics. My sister also played a bit of hockey. So since we were little, sport was a big part of our lives. And then going into high school, I was a boarder at a school in Pietermaritzburg. So that would mean a boarder means I would be like staying on site. And basically the sport there was fantastic. You know, I did every sport you can imagine: swimming, running, athletics, hockey, you know, everything. But I took a love to hockey, and that became everything to me. Hockey was my life, really. It was pretty much everything. And so I played indoor hockey, which was probably my first love. It was quite a fast game. when I was 15 or 16 when I made the women's international side. So it was quite an achievement. I was the youngest player, and and so from there I just progressed into outdoor and played for my country since I was 15. So under 16 I was captain of the team, and then went to under 21s, and then made the decision just after some political stuff with coaches and things, decided to jump ship and to go over to Ireland and travel the world, because I hadn't travelled and I really had like a travelling bug, and I thought, I've got an Irish passport, why not go and try and make it somewhere else and just go and experience a bit of the world and not just be stuck in South Africa. So I decided for the Olympics, 2008 Olympics, to try out for the Irish team, and tried out, and I was selected and I played, and went to Vancouver Island to go and try and qualify for the Olympics. I had a good career with hockey. It was quite intense, so I felt like I'd burnt out, in the sense of I lost the love for it. And I had to choose between my life, either hockey or have a family, or AD, because we were just in a long distance relationship then. So I had to make a choice, and I hung the boots up and he proposed, and I moved over to England. And and basically we then started to do triathlon. So we decided, let's just go on the other side of the spectrum scale. And before kids, we just did a whole lot of cycling. We spent a lot of money on bikes and equipment and stuff, which, looking back then was silly. But we didn't have children, and those were our children pretty much. And we did Ironman triathlons. We did Nice first, then we did Bolton together, and then we did Wales 8 weeks later, which was a mistake. And then 2 half Ironman, and some bike rides at the Tap, which is like a stage of the Tour de France, which was a real highlight of my life. It's just really incredible experience. So I feel really blessed to be able to have done that before having children, and doing that with my husband, because we're best friends. So it's just so cool doing stuff like that with your best friend and seeing the world. And went to Nice the one holiday, and we cycled all around the mountains, with me protesting sometimes. I'm so tired. But he made me into the athlete I am, really. I can give all credit to my husband, because when we cycled, I cycled with just the boys, It was the boys and me, and his friends, and me. So it really made me into an athlete. And mentally, Ironman taught me a lot about mental strength, and I didn't believe I could do it until, until the actual Ironman. So, it was quite a disbelief when I did finish it. But my husband's always been my biggest supporter and biggest fan, so with him, he's my inspiration. He really does push me, and he doesn't like push me, he just, by being who he is, he's an inspiration to me. And then from there, my friend started doing CrossFit in South Africa. She opened up her first box, and she went to the games, actually when Africa was still a division.
Oh, wow.
Her team got to the games, so we were best friends at uni. And I said to AD, I said, listen, this girl is doing something in South Africa, and this box is taking off, she's opening up her second one, and I just think this is quite cool. And then before we had Eli, I just was doing a bit of CrossFit stuff in my school gym, and AD was trying it out in his gym. And we developed a love for it, It was quick, because now we had children, so it was quick, an hour, we're done, not 6 hours on the bike, hour that we finished. And we started doing CrossFit, and it was fantastic. We loved the intensity, we loved the results, so lifting weight. My body didn't change during Ironman. Maybe I got a bit skinnier, but I didn't put on any muscle, because it was only body weight stuff. But when I started to do CrossFit, you really start to see results. You really start to see your body change, and you have a better quality of life. Yes, you're a bit achy and you're a bit sore, but that comes with CrossFit. Obviously you have to stretch. All these top professional athletes, they stretch by maybe 2 hours a day. Whereas we have a strong regime, a strong programming here at Tiger Pit. So, to complement that, you've got to be good at stretching and to manage yourself. But I do believe, that CrossFit is probably one of my favorites. And I don't miss hockey. I don't miss playing it. I don't miss Ironman. And then CrossFit is just everything. Well, it's always good to have a vision. So I think if we keep faithful with what we've got here, and we run this in excellence and in a way that to a high standard, I think then the next place will come without pushing it too much. Because this place really was a real faith walk. This place, it just came when we didn't, literally we had nothing, and then it just came, and then it just all happened. So you got to kind of keep moving. You got to move into a direction, otherwise nothing will happen. So we are moving in a direction for eventually maybe a Tiger Pit 2.0. I think the CrossFit model is small and intimate. I think the dream would be to go in a big box, but I feel like I don't know if that's what we as the Tiger Pit are going to do. Maybe in the future, a couple years down the line, but I just feel like the reason why it's so special is it's intimate, and then people, they're almost forced to interact in such a small area. Whereas if you're working out in a big box, it's like you're working on your own, and it's all great. And you know what? It's a big vision, and one day we will get it. But the vision is big. The vision is a couple of boxes, and so we're looking maybe for a venue to kind of facilitate the Chislehurst area, the Sid Cup and that type area, so Tiger Pit 2.0 down that way. But the right venue will come, and the right time too. Like the timing on this place was perfect. So yeah, it's big visions, big goals, but just really enjoying this process, enjoying being part of it. Sometimes when I'm walking, I have to pinch myself that this is actually ours, and so many people enjoy it. Like in classes when I'm coaching, I see people really pushing themselves and really enjoying it. And when people comment like they really love it here, it just makes it all worth it. It makes it all worth it, and just feel so grateful, and so blessed to have the pit where it's making a difference, small or big, in people's lives. So yeah, thank you all for being members and just sticking in the process. Yeah, it's great. It's a great family. Cool. Hashtag, that's what it is, Gain group. Yeah, but having this box is a real blessing, and it's a real blessing, and I feel favoured. Come on. Shucks. FTB for the boys.
Cool.
So it's a long story, but it's a lot of history. I'm quite old now. Not like young bucks like you two.